Good night through PNG.
Greetings to you too, sir.
We have a lot of commentators like Bigley and other people. Instead of coming embracing the change for government reshuffle or prime minister, sensible ministers.
That is the problem, you see. We can have as many reshuffles in the cabinet as we want, but that wouldn't solve anything because Papua New Guinea does not practice meritocracy. All right. Not at that level that it's evident enough. Meritocracy, like for example, Singapore, they give the health minister to a retired or former doctor and the defense minister to a former soldier and so on. You get the point, right? Give more man when got experience in the background lo this area, expertise blame. Anyways, that's never been the case with Papua New Guinea. So most MPs don't know what the fuck they're going to do with the ministerial portfolio they're given. And instead of saying like, no, I can't accept this portfolio because I don't think I'm capable of handling matters in that portfolio. But anyways, they just take it. It's PNG politics and it's dirty and dumb.
People like Bigley, you come now, you personally attacking Prime Minister now. Suppose you, Philip Moshem, you guys have enough for government. You talk on policy matters. Not going to come a political prostitute though.
You got some nerve talking about political prostitution. I mean, the irony. You can't see it, right?
If you feel Moshem, you fit around him, Prime Minister. 27 is around the corner. You picking him man, you set up your camp. Build him house man for you. You come to 27 time, nomination open, you come now, you fight because Prime Minister.
You see, the thing about Papua New Guinea is there's never actually been free, fair, and just elections. Well, in some provinces, like evidently we've seen in some of Momase and NGI regions, yes, the elections are peaceful, fair, and just. But most of it up in the highlands, in some parts of, other parts of Papua New Guinea, it's just shady and a lot of rigging and hijacking of ballot boxes and a lot of, a couple of declaration over special circumstances. Members, you may got stuff, ballot box cook just at the beginning of the count and they just had no choice but to declare them based on whatever metric they used. So some fucked up shit. What we need is biometric voting, and I believe Prime Minister James Marape promised us that we will have biometric voting by 2027, but apparently nothing's happened so far. So how would you defend that?
You can go to Facebook and sing out and cross now. You can do all you want, cut your skin and scream on fire to come down from heaven, but this government will never change.
Facebook is the last frontier and resort for whistleblowing and accountability when it comes to governance. All right. When all regulatory and accountability institutions and measures fail, we have social media to take care of that. It's the last resort. Okay. Now we see like whistleblowers coming out easily more often than before. I'm not surprised that the government is trying to control social media under the pretext of, mis and disinformation. Of course, there's some cyberbullying and misinformation, disinformation here and there, but that doesn't give you the outright authority to suppress freedom of expression. More like curate it.
This is like government and stop bringing Papua New Guinea going to economic independence.
You speak of economic independence, yet we got grey listed just this year. Our GDP, they claim about making record, 17 to 20 billion GDPs every year, but obviously there's two types of GDP. One, we have the nominal GDP, which is just the raw plain figure, not accounted for inflation and whatnot. And we also have the GDP per capita, right? That is GDP per head adjusted for inflation. So if you compare GDPs of the last decade to 2 or 3 decades back, the ones before would be much stronger performances than this one.
You look at Planty Connect PNG road you go to a place or man in the road. Oh man, I'm a mass, man, many place, only mass. Or people like you, big clean or not commentators hanging around in the streets. Pile up brown now, you plug things, you plug a sentence with the country.
Well, the Connect PNG thing is a bit of a gray area, I would say. Yes, of course, I give credit to the PM and his cabinet for delivering some of the roads. So basically, like the gravel roads, they're good for short routes and for people to get to the main highway. But if you're gonna connect like cross-province roads, like the Route 700 from South to Kerama to Mosby, or the Morobe to Pom, or the Millen Bay to Pom, you have to make sure they're a sealed road. Otherwise, it's just a political gimmick, and it's all done for, campaign fighting boros number. But what's gonna happen when the rain comes and you put the road to weather test, and you look after some time of rain and erosion and kind of same? Will that newly graded road reply and standing test of time, or will it just, turn into another swamp?
This nation is bigger than you guys. So please, if you want to talk about politics, you not on personally acting in Prime Minister. You talk on policy matters. Prime Minister too, I'm going to pick any man start. And you talk to him, you bapoki me plateau.
Bro, the bills couldn't possibly be that high to come out and openly claim your allegiance. But I'll stop here.
So if you fit to some government, you come. 27 in no long way. And me 7 months so you set him up Osman, you bidding party blue, now you come, now you challenge the democratic field that. You can go to Facebook now, talk to my social media.
You said a couple of valid points, but 80% BS. So I'm just going to leave it at that. You just graduated from UPNG, so focus on finding a job and actually doing something good for the communities before you come on top na totoo plantilo. Okay? Don't act like you're a seasoned politician or you have some kind of track record in Papua New Guinea and you're like totoo on blah. Okay? Prove yourself first. All of us have contributed to the UPNG. You just graduated. Do something. And we'll see. You may want to start Morobe and probably you'll become the Morobe governor, so let's find out.